Welcome, everybody. We are live on Facebook. It is November 15th, full moon.
Hi.
Hi, Mickey.
Hi, honey.
Go ahead and start your video.
Okay.
Okay, we're a little late. So everybody knows, I have a puppy dog that's a little bit has a sick belly. So she just had to go outside and I ran out with her and that's why we're late. But she's sitting here and she's looking like any minute now she's gonna jump up and get out of Dodge. I know. So if I have to make a quick escape, you'll know it because you'll hear her
That's
bark.
okay. I'll
Yeah.
carry on. I'll do a tap dance.
I love it. I love it. How you
Me with
doing,
my
Vicky?
sticks. Don't it? Don't go there.
That's good. So you have
Don't go there.
four tappers. Well, let
Oh,
me tell everybody, it's been a crazy day. It's been a crazy week, a crazy 2 weeks, a crazy month. Um,
the year sucks too.
well, yeah, I mean, things are very disruptive feeling right now.
Well,
Uh,
you just defined Pluto.
yeah.
Disruptive change.
Disruptive and change, and we're in the
Oppression.
midst of so much change and disruption.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel like it's up to me though as to how I react to the disruption and
Yes.
do it in the best light, the best way that I can. Like even the little dog is disrupting me. It's a girl. She had me up at 2:30 in the morning and had to go out and poop. You know, she's never done that before. Oh, I just know she's a little off today.
Yeah.
So
So am I.
disruptions can be little, and they can be huge. Um, I mean, we have global disruptions, we have local disruptions. Our high school today got canceled, just one school in the whole district because they're having electrical problems. I don't
Oh.
I don't really know what that means.
Well, my base vibe is show and tell. Prosecco made me do it.
Jeez, Nikki, I thought you were flashing me there for a minute.
See,
Oh, that's funny.
that's what
Funny.
everybody says. In seriousness, though, we have to come up with our own levity. We have to come up, like you said, it's all about how we react. Now,
Hmm.
the first 10 or 15 years that I was hearing that, I had my mouth stuck out about, but what about, like when I first heard we create our own reality. Well, I didn't create five miscarriages and I didn't create a bad first two marriages and I blah, blah, blah. But I did.
But we did, yeah. Yeah.
Once I heard the rest of it and
Hmm.
understood, first of all, and what about babies that die? And the thing is, you're eternal. So
Hmm.
what do you fucking care? Okay? You came here and you were only here a day. Woohoo! You got off better than I did. You got here, did whatever it is you were missing from when you were here before. You left out something, came here, did that one little thing, and left. Okay. Now that's hard for a mother to hear
Yeah.
when she's lost her child.
Yeah.
But you didn't lose your child. First of all, you didn't lose anything. The person's still alive and probably sitting there watching you every day, 24/7. But you didn't lose anyone. And even if they are gone from here, they go on because they keep going on and on somewhere else. A
Yeah.
whole billions of other else's. I heard of meditation, not a meditation, a talk by someone who was channeling. Okay. And what they said was that they come here and they watch us. Someone said, do you watch TV where you are? And he says, no, we come watch you all.
Oh, what a show they're getting.
And the idea is we came here for a specific reason. We came here with a lesson plan. When you go into a certain class, and the teacher says, today is such and such a thing 101, and we're going to cover blah, blah, and blah. That's what we're doing here. We were told, okay, I need so many trillion points of view about such and such. Now, your number, so 999,999,992. So you can't cover this aspect of it. And there's all those other folks covering all those other aspects of it.
Hmm.
And none of us know each other until we meet
Hmm.
here. Well, I shouldn't say we don't know each other. We know each other on the other side because we agreed to do this. But we came here as strangers and we have to unfold all of that, quote, knowing. But that's what the whole thing's about, knowing.
It is. And one of the hardest things for people in that whole concept, though, is everyone is valuable.
Yes,
Even if it's the one that you don't want to think about or know about or hear about, every point of view is important to make the whole.
there is no cell in your body that's more important than any other cell.
Mhm.
Okay? They have their locale. They live in this state or that. They live. Where do you live? Oh, I'm from kidney. Well, where are you from? Oh, I'm from lung. Okay, when the cells meet and chill, and they talk about, oh, who are you? Oh, I'm from the ovaries. Ooh, really? Okay.
Yep.
And the brain says, you all are full of it. I can see all of you, and I know where you're all from. And guess what? I'm it. And then the heart says, no, you're not, bub. They're finding out that the heart is another brain, and it may have actually more power than the one in the top.
I
But the two of them rule together.
I have heard from a few scientists that the heart actually has more power
Yes.
than the brain.
I
And
was trying to ease it in there.
you were, but boy, oh boy, let's take it to the next step. And that there's heart brain in the stomach.
I have heard this. Well, it makes sense
It
that
makes
there
sense.
are various satellites of power
Mm,
within the whole of the body because we are reflecting what's out there in the universe. You've got a
mhm,
sun, and it has satellites around it that each have a particular sphere of influence. But then that sun is a part of only one solar system, and there are others, and that's a galaxy, but there are billions of galaxies. So the theme here is you have a hub of influence and experience over which one part takes the weight for calling the shots and the others rule from where they are and they pay respect to who's running the show, but then there's someone running their show and there's someone running their show. And the thing is that we don't have a clue how far the hierarchy, because when I was young and beginning in studying the occult, my very first question was, and who does God pray to? Yes, I was a bit naive, but that was where I was coming from. Well, okay,
Seth says that God doesn't remember.
that's right.
Yep. That,
Okay.
yep.
So I let the ball go from there. I said, okay, it's beyond my pay grade, so I won't worry.
That's pretty big, and I want to say that's in Seth Speaks,
Yeah.
his very first book.
Well, we've talked about this, and I think it's hilarious. I just
Oh,
love it. I
yep.
love it.
That we were born from the agony of God, that God couldn't remember and didn't know how to, I, he didn't know how to create. So he, so in I mean, this is where it gets difficult. He created all of the fragments of his self, which is us, to
Yeah.
come here and report back so that he gets his memories back.
Right.
so that he's
Right.
not alone anymore. So the
And
I get
who knows
I,
what's behind that?
exactly. And you know what? I don't remember if that was Seth that said it or Seth too. Might have been Seth too.
I think it was Seth too.
Yeah, could be, could be.
I think so.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I just find it fascinating. I really do.
yeah. And it's so funny that we just equated everything to astrology.
It was our way of interpreting,
Yeah.
just like we're God's way of interpreting and getting feedback. Well, I have said to people so often, you have to realize that, first of all, astrology is an environment, okay? And in that environment, like when in any environment, there's a language. People in that town speak such and such. Well, people in the world of astrology speak astrology, and we have a language and symbols and precepts and so forth. But the main thing is, if you're not willing to learn the language, then it's a real problem because people want to talk astrology. They want to understand it. They want to get involved, but they don't want to do the homework. You can't talk to me about astrology if you don't understand what I'm talking about when I say eclipse to you or I say um, squares and oppositions and conjunctions and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then when I get away from saying, what's your sign? That's about as far as most people go.
It is.
Well, I heard the Virgos are this and Scorpio is that and that. And you don't know, as we say over here, FA. And that stands for all. Okay? F all. FA. You know FA. But see, I am now looking from what time is it? 3 weeks from now, I'll be 78. And I'm looking at it from there and saying, you haven't a clue how much more there is. Because at this, I've been studying 50 years and I think I'm about halfway.
And I can understand what you're saying because it's funny, all of the words you threw out, I know the words, but do I know what to do with them? I've been studying for a little over a year, and I am not much further along than the average person that knows
You're
and
way
says,
beyond.
what's your
You're
sign?
way beyond, okay? You're done good. You are
Well,
way beyond. I know
it's
you're a
just
newbie.
it is a lot of work, and it is a yeah, yeah.
As I said to you the other day, I love the digitization of astrology because back when I learned it, you had to do a chart by hand, and people didn't understand. That took about 2 weeks of really advanced math.
Yeah.
I did logarithms, geometry, um, everything. I mean, it was all about tracking cycles.
Hmm.
And then you had to break that down into hours, minutes, seconds of arc, which is not the same thing as of time. So you had all these different systems of math to go through to produce that circle with the angles on it, you know? And then people, after you did all that, all they wanted to know was who will I meet and how much money will I make? They didn't want to know any of the spiritual stuff. Well, that's kind of like saying, I love fruit, but the only one I like is tangerines.
Hmm.
And I love fruit. No, you don't. You like tangerines, but you don't know anything about the several hundreds of other fruits. Okay? Now, you could be an expert on tangerines. You might know more than anyone else on the planet because you consistently just knew that one thing and got really into it.
Hmm.
But that doesn't make you a fruit expert. You see? And we need everyone to take their turn to decide what their particular interest is. And okay, well, I'll study it from this angle and I'll. Fine, we need all those opinions. But you have to come together after you do your research and say, here's what I found. What did you find? How can we mesh those together? Well, that's really talking about why we're here. We're all doing that in living. This is how I feel. This is my passion. And I'm interested in this. What are you into? And how do I feel about that? So, and then we argue about how much I get to say about what you're doing. And I won't take that any further, but you know, talking about current events, hey, let's talk about what's going on today. So, when we approach this particular full moon, this one's a doozy. And I could have run that as a recording from the last 6 sessions and just take out that
Yeah.
part of the tape where I said, "Oh, this is a doozy."
Well, right. We could just if we just delete the month. Oh my goodness gracious.
See?
Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. All right.
Okay, welcome to now.
Okay, that was my grandson. Hi, Joey.
Hi, Joey. He is
Oh,
wonderful.
and then of
He is
course,
so
then
wonderful.
it's so weird. The dog knows that she does not do that. He says, "Yeah." Yeah.
Hello.
So the dog knows my daughter's ringtone and my grandson's ringtone. If anyone
Hmm,
else calls me, she does not bark like that.
really?
She knows it's one of them, and she is sitting at the front door waiting for him to walk through the door.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah. Very strange.
Oh, I love
She's just sitting there waiting for him now.
it.
And he's actually probably driving home from school right now. So
Oh, honey, this illustrates what the now is. That was perfect.
so so let's say this. Audrey is on. Hi, Audrey.
Hello, Audrey.
And then my good friend Karen is on, and she says Maddie might have something to say.
Oh, come
and
on,
and
Maddie, out with it.
yep. She's waiting for her little boy Joey to come and visit.
Yeah,
And
he
Joey's not.
is.
He is not coming to visit though. I told him we were on live, and he's like, okay.
He's wonderful. He's
So
really wonderful. You are blessed.
so
You are
fun.
really
I
blessed.
am. I have a wonderful family. Yeah.
Well,
But
what?
there's just been upheaval. There's been turbulence everywhere around me, right? And I'm not really turbulent. I'm not feeling that in my own little bubble. As a matter of fact, I heard like different things about, problems in the area, not too far from me. And you know what? I feel totally immune to all of those things going on.
That's
I
what I
don't
feel
feel
too.
them. I don't sense them. I don't know about them except people want to tell me about them. Like that's what I found most in my life right now is things that I am not aware of and I don't really always want to be aware of certain things. People insist that I know. You
Yeah.
know,
Well, I only let that go so far. Um, you can't come and inject my day with the syrup of whatever is going on in yours unless I am assured that you're not coming to leave a stink bomb.
true.
You
And
know, and I
I,
want to be cordial and friendly,
yeah,
but it has boundaries because you can't just dump a lot of negative talk to me.
yeah.
You're
Well,
gonna have
with wisdom, with age, you learn those things. I'm beginning to catch on to that. Sometimes I don't catch that until the bomb has already been laid. You know?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So,
But at whatever point I discover how really
mm,
negative the rap is, then I politely have something else I have to do.
excuse yourself. Yeah. But again, what I said in the very beginning, everything is how we react to everything around us.
Yeah.
You know, people aren't doing things to us. We
Hmm.
react to things outside of us, and we can choose to act calmly and peacefully, or we can choose to react crazy and angrily. It's all up to each one of us.
Well, that's where people usually turn off. When you lay it on them that it's up to us to react in a certain way, people disagree because they says, no, I didn't have any choice because did you see what she did?
Mhm.
And all of that energy, you can hear it. Like,
It does, and it's very difficult for me to be around that kind of energy.
exactly.
Yeah,
That's what I was talking about. I have
it,
to
it is
ice
hard.
certain vibrations, but I have a right to be upset. Yeah, you do. You also have a right to not let the thing that made you upset continue to keep messing.
Right.
Okay. It didn't mean that it changed the situation instantly, but you can change your reaction to it. Now that's the rub. That's the hard part because I'm not saying you can just suddenly say, "Well, I refuse to let it bother me that my husband just told me he wants a divorce, and my son was just killed in an accident, and my daughter just popped up pregnant, and they told me that my pension's about to run out." And in those circumstances, yeah, you have a perfect right to be all upset, but you don't want to carry that on for years. You react to the situation, to the initial shock of whatever the thing is, and say, why did this come and what was it supposed to teach me?
Love that. Years ago when I first learned Reiki, actually, it was probably in my Reiki 1 class, my teacher, Judy, she said to the whole class, she's like, don't be the wet dog that shakes their fur all over everybody in the room. Right?
Oh
We
my
all, we
God.
all understood that.
Yes, ma'am. Ooh, made me feel cold just hearing you say.
Yep. Yeah, she's like, don't be that dog. Yeah.
Whoa, that is magnificent.
Yeah, yeah, she's a peach. She's one in a million. I was very, very grateful that she was my teacher.
And I just turned the heat up.
Well, I see that you're in short sleeves. I'm here in two long sleeves. I got turtleneck and a sweater on.
Oh,
Oh,
I have two shirts on,
okay.
but
Because
one is short and one's 3/4 sleeve. So
it's very chilly here.
it is
Very,
here.
and right before this, I
It's
was
six.
outside bringing in seeds that were in the garage and putting them in the basement. So I can't
Yeah.
lose my seeds. I got my sunflower seeds and my grass seeds. So they're now in the
Okay.
basement.
Very good.
Yeah.
I I'm just waiting to see what the weather does do. It's 6 here, which of course is not Fahrenheit, but we
Yeah.
have to double the figure and add 35. So, 12 and 35, it's like 47 here.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so that's cold enough.
Right. So it's 51 here. It's 50
Ah,
where you are, Miss Mickey.
well, about that, yeah.
Close enough. Close
Give
enough.
or take a degree, depending on which particular part of the city you're even in.
Well, and yeah, you're getting, right, you're already starting to get into evening, right? Your sun is set.
Oh, the sun's been down. Yeah,
Is
it's
it?
night. It's 7 o'clock at night.
Oh, all right. Well, there you go.
1 minute to 7. So it is definitely night here, and the sun has gone down, and it's a lot cooler, and all of that.
Tuesday, it's going to get below zero for you. I hate to say it.
Well, don't. I haven't created what I'm going to be
Well, I'm going to turn that off.
yet.
Zip
You're
the
going
line.
to tell me what it's going to be, and you're
I
not even
am
going to
not telling you.
document
I was
it.
going to turn it around and show you. I'm like, no, I'm not going
Well,
there.
I haven't decided what I'm going to create yet. So there.
There you go. Oh my goodness gracious. It has just been a lot of events going on. And I use that, what is that, 3 minute rule, 3 second rule? Like, am I gonna be dead in the next few seconds? No, I'm okay.
Yeah.
Like nothing in my life has really changed for the worse. I've had some wonderful things happen in my life, which is all good. I saved my garage that was starting to be unsavable. Got some good guys in here and they saved its life. And as he told me, he goes, I put a new skirt on it.
Yes, exactly. And it looks really nice.
Kind
Yeah.
of waterproofed it a little bit, but I had the two front posts that the main ones were starting to rot because of water laying there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So took care of that. So this has been a year of taking care of my house. It's been a year of making sure that things are not deteriorating anymore. So I'm keeping stuff, like I'm not upgrading, I'm just keeping stuff on the status quo,
Yeah.
which
I
feels good
was.
to me.
It's difficult to do at the minute because this particular full moon has such disruptive forces within it. It's a time of very high passion, but that passion is being goaded and lit up to make you want to be extreme. You have things to react to, but you may tend to be a little more extreme than you usually are. So you have to guard against that. Um, you can get a little recognition right now through understanding your skills and falling on that, lean on the fact that you have skills, that you're an accomplished person. Don't let the urge to be inward and say, oh, I'm only I and only or I and just should never be next to each other in any
Yeah,
just period. No matter how you want to use it, I'm just no. You can't go there because that's bull. And it doesn't matter what you were going to finish it with. If you use just, I am just, that's crap right there.
that's limiting.
That's the greatest limitation of all.
And
And you combat
only
that.
unjust. Yeah,
You combat that with, I am enough.
yeah.
I don't care what I am. I'm enough.
Hmm.
But so and so is so much more. And they're this and they're, that's them. That's their script they wrote.
Right, they're
Right
enough
now,
too.
I'm reading my script. And as an actor reading my own script, I'm enough. I'm
Hmm.
doing a great job of being me because I'm doing a better job than anyone else could.
Absolutely.
That's why I got the part because I'm the best.
Because you're the best. You're enough. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's all about the uniqueness of the times and the uniqueness of you right now. It's all being called out and shown off. This is show and tell, so to speak, on a planetary scale, but with a lot of coercion. You're being prodded to react. Well, how you react to this? Well, how about this? Well, what if I do this? The universe has put some very difficult matters out there. Your sense of recognition of what's going on is up for grabs right now. If you get so hung up on this crappy situation over here, you're failing to pay attention to 9 or 10 other things that are equally important.
Yeah.
So at the moment, if there were only one thing messing with you, that's fine. But at the moment, you need your attention for each new application of being cool. You're needed. Your ability to handle it is needed now on about 10 different fronts instead of one.
Right, right. This is teaching us multitasking.
Yes, exactly.
Yep,
Spiritual multitasking.
yep, yep.
And that again reflects why we're here. This particular full moon is all about being intense and different.
Hmm. Now the height of it is at like 4:30 New York time. Not quite, like 4:29, I think exactly. So it's coming up. So we're not quite at the height of it, but I can feel the height of it.
The height of it is actually not just at that moment that it becomes exact. It's going to play out over 3 days. So,
Right. And it
you know,
has been playing for 3 days.
yeah, it
It's
has a
been
lead
building,
in.
building.
What you're talking about is the exact, which is
Right.
the middle of, okay, now it's really true. And then that
Yep.
just as quickly as you say something is, then it's
Moving on.
needed
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
every now is separate.
Yes. Yeah. And here it is very overcast today. And so I don't know if we'll get a good picture of it. But last night it was very nice and bright.
Yeah. Well, Right now, I think the biggest advice I can give you is right now, for these 3 days, especially, because I don't know how it's going to hit your particular chart, and the full moon may play out over a week or two, depending on what it touched. But the main advice for right now is you need to really expect the unexpected, including all the little sudden changes that are about to make themselves known. Brace yourself, you know. I don't say that it's going to be huge and life changing, but you don't know what it's going to be. Right now, for the next little bit, just brace yourself by being calm and ready to hear whatever you need to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it's a sure thing, if you're hearing it, it has a place in your life and an application that you're supposed to learn from in some way. And if you can just find that, then no matter what the thing was, it's going to serve you well and play out in a good way over the long haul.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it may have been unpleasant for a minute, but boy, did I learn something. Oh, I had no idea. Now I know.
Right. And we learn the most through those adversities. You know, when things are going our way and everything is hunky dory, we don't learn a whole
It's all
lot, you
learning.
know. Mm-mm.
There's some more astrology for you. When we look at the different aspects, which are the distances between two planets. This one, these two might be a lot closer together than this one and another one. So that aspect could be like what we're going through now. A full moon means that the sun is on one part of the circle and the moon is directly across from it here.
Mm-hmm.
But when we say new moon, the two of them are right up here together. And otherwise, it goes all the way around the circle to be opposite.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when planets are together in some way, whatever the distance is, we talk about that as being a conjunction, new moon, or an opposition, full moon. And the reason that we're talking about prepare for the unexpected is an opposition promises to bring you something. What is going to bring you to? The options are going to be double. And it's up to you to realize that I can't grab this one without turning that one loose. My reach can only go so far. Well, if I reach for this one on this side of life, I have to turn loose my attention to that part that came up. You can't have both, but at least you had options.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So the thing now is to really be kind of chilled out and relax to see what's going to present, even knowing that we're right in the middle of an opposition. We're right in the middle of having to make a choice of some kind for this next 3 or 4 days, up to a week or more, depending
Mm-hmm.
on your chart. This time, it's a doozy. As I said, we're back to that part of the tape.
Yeah.
But
But
that's why we're saying that.
yeah. And choosing to be calm and peaceful about whatever the choices are is always a better way than to choose to be irresponsible or angry or I don't know, any of that stuff.
Well,
Just
while you're screaming and beating your breast and cursing somebody out, you totally missed the three other options that had presented quietly. You were
oh,
so
that's
busy
true.
going off. You
Mm-hmm.
didn't even see the other options.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a good reason to wait before you react so blatantly and really see what you're looking at. Now, have I really looked at the problem? Do I understand all the aspects of it? And wait a minute, what about this and this? So,
And this is something I said to someone just the other day. I'm like, ask your higher self.
yes,
What am I supposed to learn from this? What am I
yes.
supposed to gain from this? Not, oh, why is this happening to me? You know, it's like,
Who's you asked it to?
but why? What am I supposed to get from
Exactly.
experiencing this? And sit quiet with that and let the answers come to you. And they
Yeah,
will.
well,
They
they
will.
will. My higher self once was talking to me about this very thing, and it was saying, now, once you ask why and what is it you're supposed to learn, shut up. You don't say anything else after that. You have to shut up and hear the answer.
Yes.
Why is this happening to me? Because all I did was, and I shut up. When you said why, wait for the answer. But you don't keep talking and going on about what it has to be, and it better come like this. And well, if it's only if it's, I'm not going to hear it. If be quiet. And there's even a verse in the Bible that says, "Be still and know that I am God."
Yeah. True.
Well, you won't know crap if you're busy running your mouth and telling God, "Well, why didn't you do this and this for me? You know, you haven't done such and such lately." I beg your pardon. Do you have any idea who you're talking to? Like when you're trying to sass your mama, she will reach out and slap the taste out of your mouth. So shut up. You know?
Just say it like it is, Mickey. No, she's 100% right.
Do you know I'm your mama? You better shut your mouth. Go sit down and shut up.
And as you're talking about that, I kept hearing the so what? So
Yeah.
what?
So, and that's your script then. You know, when you get sent to the corner and you have to shut up, you're all upset. But I just was trying to say, so what?
Yeah,
Whatever it was you needed to be quiet and check it out, then shut up and just say, oh, so what? I'll just wait and see what's what. And that's
absolutely.
really what it's all about.
Hmm.
Now, that's important. Yeah. Real important. Yeah. What is the hardest part of the whole game? That's it in a nutshell. That's the heavy stuff. Deal. You know, shut up, chill out, and deal.
Yeah,
And then you do it again the next hour,
yeah.
and the next hour,
And
and the whole next day.
try to have a good time.
Exactly.
Try to find some joy in life. Try to be happy. One of the things that I do when things just get to be heavy and fretful for me, whether they're real or they're perceived real, I put music on, you
Yes.
know, and I don't put sad music on. I put happy music on.
Oh
I
yeah.
put music on that reminds me of the when I was a teenager or whatever.
Yeah.
It music has an amazing way of just changing the way you feel.
It does. It
Hmm.
does.
Hmm.
One of the greatest ways that you can approach that period of sit down and chill, one of the things you can do so that your mind is not eating on itself, so to speak, the fastest way to convert some energy is to, quote, be of service to someone else.
Mm.
And that converts. One of the greatest tools of magic is to convert energy. When it comes at you can't literally combat it. If it's something heavy enough that comes towards you and you want to get it away from you and you can't do it that way. But what you can do is when the stuff comes, you immediately ricochet it into something else. You use the energy in another way. So you are doing a method we call conversion.
Mm.
It's the hardest of them all of how to
Mhm.
handle something, but it's the most effective. So the fastest way I know to convert energy without much effort is immediately do something for someone else.
Nice.
And in that split second, you suddenly change the energy. You change your approach to it. You may not have totally gotten rid of the situation, whatever it is that came up, but you suddenly change the vibration with which
Mm.
you're going to fight. You know, if I'm busy going off and totally out of control, I'll pick up this knife and but you picked up a butter knife. You didn't even realize, you weren't calm enough to realize that you're standing right in front of a whole knife rack. You want to be effective with slashing, don't use a butter knife.
Yeah.
Still be calm, still take a look around, assess your options, and come out with a better tool.
Choose wisely.
Wisely.
Ah, wow.
So we might as well laugh.
Yeah. Absolutely. I want to shout out to Lee. Lee has joined us. So we've got
Hello,
Audrey, Karen,
Lee.
and Lee with us.
Hi.
Lee gave us a handshake wave. Yeah.
Fantastic. I have a handshake, a hand on my screen. Can you see it? It's
Oh, no,
right
no,
there. Under
no.
my finger is a little white hand. I don't know, like a cartoon hand. I don't know why that's on there, but I see it every now and then.
There. So that one jumped up. It thinks I want to talk.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you put your hand up, a hand will come up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. Again, it's all our electronic devices paying attention to things that we don't know that it's really paying attention to. Yeah.
Right. And that bothered me a lot. But then I thought about it and said, but that's true everywhere in the universe.
Yeah. Yeah.
There were billions of souls checking us out at every minute. We can't control when the different tourist groups from other planets come through and say, oh, let's watch such and such. Let's go to England. Let's look at LA. That's. So
Yeah.
they're on vacation watching Earth.
Shh. Maddie's talking again. Maddie sees those aliens in the other room.
Right? So
Oh,
it's a wonderful, complicated time.
yes. Yeah. And we're here for you.
I would.
We're here for each other. That's one of the things that, well, let's put a shameless plug in here. Shameless plug. So my friend Carol and I came up with an idea to create a community for spiritual self-awareness, and that's what it's called, spiritual self-awareness. Um, and we chose a platform called Discord to put it on. And it's a place where people could go and they can just talk to each other. And they can either do typing text or they can chat voice to face to face or voice to voice. It's all available. And I'm more than happy to put the link in here when we're done, but it's a place where you could go to get support with all things spiritual. There are areas on there where we could talk about past lives, near-death experiences, mediumship, just anything to do with spirituality. But it, it we're not going to deal with politics. We're not going to deal with hatred. We're not going to deal with conspiracies. It is a place that is a very positive place to be. And I invite everybody to jump on over there. And like I said, I'll put the link in here, and you can visit it. There's a community group, and that is free to join. Then there's an Empower group where you get a little more benefits, and that one is by a small subscription. You can pay that monthly or yearly, however you choose. But there's, two levels of membership, and it can always be free. So,
Mhm.
shameless plug, done.
It's a
Spiritual
nice place. Yeah.
self-awareness.com. Yes, Mickey has helped me. Audrey is on. Karen's on. Martin is on with us.
Mhm.
So we do a Seth talk the first Sunday of every month. So that's on there, and hopefully we do more and more, as people jump on.
It's a nice place. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And there are so many other things running through Discord. I mean, while you're there, you can see so many other things. So.
Exactly. Our place, though, right now is you can't find it without being invited, without a link. So
Hmm.
that's kind of nice because right now this is public for anybody can see what we say. It's out there. On Discord, it's all private.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, yeah, it's all private. So we will, when there are classes and people are teaching, we will record those, but they will not include audience
Oh,
participation. Yeah,
uh-huh.
yeah. So the class itself we will get, but not anything personal.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I
Well,
love
like I
it.
said,
I've
it's a
been
nice.
working on this for 2 years, and
Wow.
we're just now starting to roll it out. We're still finding little nuances that we have to do, and then we're getting there.
It's It's a lot of work.
It is, but I think it's going to be well worth it in the end. It's going to
Yeah,
give people a place where they're going to feel safe enough to meet new friends, and discuss the things that are most important to them.
right.
Yeah,
That's always good.
yeah.
That's always good.
You know, Mickey, I'm kind of putting off this meditation.
I saw that. I was sitting
You're,
here about to say
you're,
something, and
you're.
then I thought, shut up. Let
I,
her do
well,
her thing.
it's a
I
weird
noticed she
thing.
hasn't said, well, Mickey, are we ready now? And I said,
I know, because
no,
Kate
she's not
has
ready. That's why she hasn't
Kate.
said it.
I have no idea what we're gonna do. I have no idea. And I think, you know what? I think I'm just gonna start doing our 3 to 1 and go down into our heart space and see where the heck we're led to.
It's very nice when we do go there and just have time to be in there and doing whatever, you
It,
know.
it,
I
and
like that. So
yeah,
this may be one of those times when we don't have to have a particular agenda, but
mhm,
help each other get to where we need to be to listen.
exactly. And there
This
is
is
going to be
awesome.
some bit of listening, and I'm feeling some bit of healing. That's always people always like that one. So.
Yeah, I do.
So I guess the dog has gone into another room, so I don't know what she's doing. I'm gonna ignore her. And when we're quiet, I do mute my mic, so if she barks, I don't scare the pants off anybody.
Right, right.
But because she does have a kind of a shrill bark. Ugh.
It does.
High pitch. You know what? She was barking so much the other night in bed. I have a singing bowl beside my bed. The singing bowl was ringing.
Oh,
I know. And I'm like,
yeah.
am I really hearing that?
Well,
Every time
maybe
she would bark, the singing bowl would answer her.
that may have been the whole idea was for her to to make that note sound out for
It was
you.
it was
Daddy, will
bizarre.
you do this for me? You know, bing.
It was bizarre that happened. That has never happened in my house before.
Oh,
Now, I have a crystal bowl that if I have it in the middle of the table and people are talking, it does resonate with people's voices. But I have
oh,
never heard it happen to Maddie. And the bowl that's in the bedroom is a hand hammered metal one. It is not crystal. I've never heard it do that.
I have five bowls in this one room and none in the others. So now that you say that, I think I'll put some in the other rooms.
Yeah. It's funny. I probably have more crystals in my bedroom than any other room in the house,
Hmm.
but I don't think there's a room in my house that doesn't have any.
Right.
That includes the cellar. No.
Oh, mine are in my bedroom, my living room, and the spare bedroom. But there's no reason why I shouldn't put some crystals in the other rooms. That's, even the bathroom. So,
And you know what? That's what I was going to say. I think the bathroom is probably the only room I don't have a crystal.
well, you see, I'm Scorpio and it rules the bathroom.
Mm. So some of my prettiest crystals are in the spa room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bedroom and bathroom is where I need to put some reinforcement, and I'll do that when we finish.
All right. Sounds good, everybody. And you know what? Speaking of that, put your crystals out in the moonshine tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Right? The full moon charges our crystals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You can cleanse them by running them underwater, then put them out in the moonshine, and it could just be on a windowsill. It doesn't have to be outside.
Well, as a
Just
water sign, I do the water now.
yeah, yeah. So awesome. Well, I think we should attempt the journey, right?
Oh,
The
okay.
journey within. We're gonna listen. This is off. I'm just gonna ask everybody to just close your eyes and sit very comfortably. Let your head be supported either by the back of a chair or a pillow. And we're just going to relax a little. Matter of fact, let's take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And again, and out. Beautiful. Know that with every in breath, with every intake, you are breathing in beautiful white light that surrounds each and every one of us. This white light is our protection. And with each exhale, we can release whatever we are holding within ourselves. If it's been an argument or an unhappy ending, or just anything you want to get rid of, even if you're holding on to somebody else's stuff, you can release it through your breath, and it will travel down through this bubble into Mother Earth, and she'll transmute and cleanse this energy and renew it. So just know that that is the process. Know that we are protected in this beautiful white light, and we will stay in this beautiful white light until we are completed. And know that any time you wish protection for yourself, just imagine the white light is surrounding you from way above your head, all around your body, to way below your feet. You are just completely enveloped in this beautiful white light. Now, I would like for us to do a little relaxation exercise. So as I say different parts of your body, just concentrate on that part, and then just release any tension that may be being held there, and just let it flow down your spine, down through your legs, and out the soles of your feet to the earth. All right? So let's start at the top of your head and your scalp, your forehead, your eyes and eyebrows, your cheeks, your ears, your mouth, your jaw. Just part your teeth slightly, allowing any tensions being held in your jaw to just flow down your spine and out to the earth. Relax your neck and your shoulders, your arms all the way down to your fingertips. Relax your chest and your upper back. Relax your waist, your belly, and your lower back. Relax your buttocks, your hips, your thighs, your knees and calves, your ankles and your feet. Relax your entire body and feel the energy that is pouring in through your crown, the very top of your head, and feel it as it goes down from your crown to your third eye. And you can envision the color of indigo. And as it travels down that central channel to your throat, and it's blue, traveling further down to your heart, which is green, down deeper within yourself to your solar plexus, and it's yellow, down further still to your sacral, which is orange, down to your root, which is red. And then just allow this energy to follow that rainbow of color down your central channel, continuing on down your legs through the soles of your feet to the earth. This is your beautiful connection to the energy of all that is, universal energy. And then as you're connected to the earth, you can bring the earth energy up. So imagine that energy coming up through the soles of your feet to your red root chakra, to the orange sacral chakra, to your yellow solar plexus chakra, to your green heart chakra, and on up through your blue throat chakra, your third eye chakra, indigo, back up to your crown, which is violet white. You are now connected to both the universe and the earth. You are that in-between place. And it feels so good and so right to be right here. Now that we are completely relaxed, let's do the 3 to 1 count together and go down, down, down. Ready? 3, 3, 3. 2, 2, 2. 1, 1, 1. You are now in a deeper, a better frame of mind, calmer, more peaceful. And we are in the kind of frame of mind where we can listen and we can hear the voices of our higher selves, of our oversoul, of all that is. Now let's go down the steps to our heart space, that beautiful area that has a fireplace and beautiful overstuffed, comfortable furniture. And as we walk down the steps, I will count down from 10 to 1. Ready? 10, 9. Going deeper and deeper. 8, 7. Deeper and deeper. 6, 5. Deeper still. 4, 3. Deeper and deeper. 2 and 1. We are now in this beautiful place of protection, our heart space. And I would like for you to just get comfortable wherever you want to be. If you want to stay in your meditation room, if you want to go into your lab, if you want to go to your penthouse, or if you want to go out through your quantum door. I'm going to leave this entirely up to you, but we are going to do self-healing, and then you can ask any questions of your beings that you ask to help you, whoever they may be. And it's a time when we're going to listen for the answers that we're looking for. All right? So I'm going to give us maybe 5 minutes, maybe a little bit more. But start out with whatever healing that you may need, and then you can ask your beings of light, your higher self, God. Ask them whatever questions you want. Begin. Now it's time to thank our higher selves, the beings of light, God, whoever it is that you have called in to assist you, to answer questions and to heal you. Thank them. We have such gratitude for the higher beings that are here to assist us, that watch over us, that keep us safe. And when you are ready, join me back in the meditation room, and I'll give you a few minutes to show your gratitude, give thanks. Join me back in heart space. A few minutes. Now that we are all back together in the heart spaces, I have such gratitude in my heart for all of the beings of light, the higher beings, and God that are here to take care of us, to protect us, to love us, guide us. I have such gratitude for all of you who have joined with Mickey and I during this journey. And take this time in your head to gather your crystals together and plan where you're going to move them around your house. And maybe it is a time to shift things around. We are in a time where there is great shifting happening, a shakeup. Place these crystals in your home around you where it feels like the best flow, the best feng shui. You'll know when it feels right because before you place the crystal down, you can hold it to your solar plexus, your heart, like between the two, and ask the crystal, is this where you want to be? And wait for your body to give you the answer. You're either going to feel a pull towards a yes, this is good, or oh no, I don't want to be there. And you can do this with your main crystals or all your crystals. It's a good way of using your body, your solar plexus, your higher self to give you an answer. And don't forget to listen. All right. I thank each one of you for being with me. And I am going to count to 3. And on the count of 3, you are going to be wide awake, feeling wonderful all over, just like you've come back from a wonderful long nap. And know that every day, in every way, you are getting better and better. Ready? 1, 2, and 3. Wide awake, eyes wide open, feeling wonderful all over. And I will join you back. All right. Well, I am back. That was something. Our time went by so fast. My battery is running out. I'm just plugging in.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes. Can,
Hello?
can you hear me? You are not hearing. Gotta put my glasses on. I can't read.
There we go.
Okay, Audrey
I
said much
was
needed. Thank you.
gone.
Lee said thank you. Oh, thank you. Okay, so everybody can hear Mickey and me?
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I was off in the universe.
We were gone for almost 10 minutes. I have no idea where the time went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was lovely. I was backstroking in the universe.
It really was very nice and like Audrey said, much needed. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Today
you.
was just what we needed instead of the usual structure. We had to go with the flow.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. And I don't know where the heck that whole put the crystal to your heart and let it tell you where it wants to be.
I love it. I really
Woo!
do. I'm trying to get used to doing more allowing. This whole thing about get out of your own way. Once you ask for something, don't say anything else. Just I
Listen,
throw it to you and wait until it's batted back.
I going back to this, my Reiki teacher Judy, she once said that the difference between prayer and meditation, this was her description of it. Prayer is asking, meditation is listening for the answer.
Hello. Yes,
I love that. It's so simple. She's
it's
like,
wonderful.
she used to say that she wasn't a great meditator, but she said I can listen all the time.
That's true. That's it. You said it all. That's it.
Thanks, Judy.
Thanks, Judy.
I love her. I love her so much. Yeah.
We're getting such clarity because we're learning so much about letting go. And I have to admit, I'm in awe of these current lessons. I had no idea, but now this part of life is magnificent. You know,
I'm
I
kind of
mean,
enjoying it myself.
you think you got it all going on when you're 20, 25. Ooh, I'm grown now. Ooh, I can do this and I can do that. But guess what? Wait till you get to this part.
Yeah, absolutely.
you know,
Right.
us
Right.
past 3/4 of a century, boy, have you seen some stuff.
Well, I'm not quite there yet, but yeah, I'm on that side of it for sure.
Well,
And then
all of your powers, huh?
we look at somebody like Audrey. She just got
Yeah,
married. She's
yes,
a new bride.
yes. I'm so tickled. That just thrilled me. I was so tickled to hear about that.
Absolutely.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely.
And I recall that I just got married feeling, oh my God, talk about bliss. Oh,
Oh, she's laughing. LOL.
I'm so happy for you because, honey, that part is just magnificent.
It is. Yeah.
It's great.
And I hope everybody on here has that feeling, that new bride
From
feeling, that
something, from something.
special, special feeling for yourself, like that whole idea of being in love with you
Yeah,
and liking your own company and feeling safe and secure within yourself.
yeah.
Um, that I wish that for everyone, for all of you.
I think that's why that admonition is so strong from certain different schools of thought, but they really are right now, they're pressing this thing of follow your passion. Find out what makes you happy and then do it to death.
Absolutely.
Okay. And it will lead you, but that's only this part of my life. No, if you get really immersed in it, it will show you all the little paths that lead off from it where you can still stay in the joy and passion. You don't have to work outside of your box. You can make yourself a box that fits you better.
I love that.
We're
Sounds
getting
good.
there.
Well, we are not going to meet again before Thanksgiving here in America. So I want
Oh,
to
I'm
wish
looking forward to
everybody a
Thanksgiving.
happy Thanksgiving. You know, I think I'm going to be alone for Thanksgiving. I don't think I'm doing anything.
I
I
usually am.
Yeah, well, I'm usually not. I'm usually either having a big dinner or, but I think this Thanksgiving is going to be very quiet and very peaceful. But I wish peace and joy for all
For
of
everyone.
you during these holidays. And I think that weekend, like Saturday maybe, is the next moon phase. So it'll be
Right.
new moon.
Well, you see, I'm in a place where I'm the only person who knows anything about Thanksgiving.
I
No
know.
one else gives a hoot. So I get in here and I make all that stuff and then I portion it out into packages and put it in the freezer.
So you
I
can have
enjoy it
Thanksgiving
for
year
two
round.
days.
Yeah.
Huh?
So you can have Thanksgiving year round.
Oh, I do, especially the dressing. Ooh, and the gravy. I put that all away.
Nice.
And being a Southern woman, honey, I gotta have me some gravy and some dressing.
That's so funny. The girls were talking about that when I was at work Tuesday, and they're like, "Well, what's the thing that you have to have?" And I'm like, "The thing I remember the most was homemade raviolis."
Oh, yes, they're lovely. That's
Me
another favorite.
and my raviolis is not made with ricotta cheese. It's made with beef and spinach.
Oh, really?
Oh, it's so good. Yes. Yeah, yeah.
I have to try that. I've never had that.
Yeah, you just brown the ground beef like you would normally do for loose meat sauce. And then you mix for each pound of hamburger, you mix a box of frozen chopped spinach in there.
Wow.
And then I mix it with Parmesan Reggiano cheese and some breadcrumbs and an egg per pound and mix all that up. And
Mhm.
then that goes into each little ravioli. And then
I love that process.
I make a an egg
Yeah.
noodle dough. And the table that this is sitting on is the table where my mother dried the raviolis, hundreds of
Um,
them. We would dry them for 12 hours, then turn them over for the next 12 hours, and then she would freeze them. So it was like a week-long process almost.
that sounds fantastic. Now, I like doing pasta things. I like to sit and at a table and do all kinds of little pasta things. And I recently put on the top of my list, my next thing will be I want to learn how to make couscous. I had no idea you did it by hand.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's an interesting idea and I have to try it. But I'm a nut
Nice.
for watching cooking shows,
Mm-hmm.
following chefs.
Yep.
I've been doing that for 50 years. Who was it? Today on the French Chef, what's her
Oh,
name?
oh my gosh. What was her name? Julia Child.
Julia Child. That was my first
Now, now you
chef
know what?
love.
Mine was the Galloping Gourmet.
Oh, wait, yes, I loved him. He got drunk every day.
Absolutely. He
He
always
really
had his
did.
wine. Oh,
Well,
I
the
just
chef I just told you about, Darius,
Darius.
he makes a cocktail before he starts anything,
Well, he's fun. He's fun. So see, this is how me and Mickey find our joy, you know.
Yeah, we do. We
Sometimes we
get
find it
silly.
in a cocktail.
We get very silly.
Oh gosh, I love you all.
I love all of you too. I mean, we got something going on here, and I love it.
We do. We
I
do.
love it. I'm so glad you all joined us. I mean,
Absolutely.
you have no idea how much it really makes my day. I go back and
Yeah,
I
no,
watch old
it
ones.
it uplifts us every time we do these.
Yeah, and I go back and watch them when I need a boost. I go to YouTube and pull them up and
I
watch
love it.
to hear what we were talking about then and what Audrey had to say, or what Martin had to say, or what craziness we got up to. And I love that.
Yeah. So know that we can meet over in Discord anytime we want.
Yes.
And because it's open 24/7, anybody can be over there at any time. And,
I
and
mean, you
every,
could message each other, message someone and say, I'll meet you in Discord in 20 minutes, in an
apps,
hour. See you,
yes. Yep. Carol and I talked
I
about
love-
having at least one time a week where people know we're going to be there
Oh yeah,
so that they know that
that's good.
but you can sign on, and if you're alone, you can just wait, and
Yeah,
we're still learning the nuances of how it works. But
I have to get used to it.
I'll put
I'm
I'll
used to.
put the links in here, and I don't even know what my username is. I'll have to look that up, and I'll put that in here too. So if you do decide to go over there and become a community member, again, it's free. Um, just you can I'll give you my name, and you can set me up as a friend, and then I'll accept it. Okay.
That would be great.
All
That would
right.
be great.
Well,
Oh, this is a lovely, lovely day after all.
it is. I love it. I love it. Enjoy the full moon, the energies, because it is, there may be disruptions in the world, but the moon is sending us beams of beautiful emotional energy, and
Yes.
and use those for your good emotions.
And if you are a Cancerian, you have a particular connection to moon energy. So you need to be even more vigilant about how you're going to handle whatever comes to you because right now you've been turned up. You've got a spotlight on your emotional self. So just be aware of that opposite thing of you offered one thing and you offered the second thing but you can't do both. So get into this little mode right now, especially for the next 3 days of what serves me best.
Hmm. Do the little dance. Yeah. Audrey said, "Happy Thanksgiving, everyone." And Lee said, "Blessings all. Enjoy your holiday."
Oh, thank you so much. Happy Turkey Day to everybody.
Wait, it's.
Oh, you silly one.
I used to do that for my kids. They thought that was the cutest thing in the world.
Very wicked. My animal for silliness is a rabbit.
Oh,
I got it from my mother, and she used to go. I don't know if you can see that or not.
flaring of the nostrils just a little bit.
Oh, trembles. It
Yeah,
like bunny does.
yeah,
It
yeah.
doesn't pick it up on camera, but
How cute.
we have our silliness from
We
childhood.
do. And we can only
Which
be
is
silly.
another thing to think about and bring you joy. When you think back and remember the crazy stuff in your childhood, like when you were dancing by standing on your father's feet.
True. True
Stuff
enough.
like that.
Yep. All right, everybody. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your turkey. And we will see you on the other side. Bye bye.
Toodaloo. Bye. Love you
Love
on
you
purpose.
all.